So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
49.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Normally sure-handed Sammy Watkins had it and lost it. And that'll make it 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Three bud. Out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 4.
On third down, it's Henry, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Henry, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Mahomes intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just feel.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it, and it's 17-0. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll let this go for the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's get off the field.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Adoree Jackson for step in coverage.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
15-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Man, I got you. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Short tag is right.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, it's Henry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
65. Play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. He'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Gastruckgary for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 24, Chiefs nothing. Stephen Gastruckgary set to kick off.
Gastruckgary now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 28-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, G. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes steps away to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm here all day.
Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Bring it. Bring it. Oh, deep. 56 to Mike.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. 20, 10.
I need to get my swag right there.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Chiefs 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. You must
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to and that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. Ripple is blue there. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 55 for Mike. Check 55.
And again, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Titans 32, Chiefs 12. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tannehill going to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Tannehill's pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. Conversation, oof, I don't know what y'all think. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I got an estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. I go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I can get to it, she was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know that. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto, is what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been chatting to me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Set to kick off.
The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards.
Buccaneers.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here's Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
The 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
30-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 30 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On first down, Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Bucs 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Come on. Deuce. Block. Tight right. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
30-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Tampa Bay.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action. Now Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Buccaneer first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Titans 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
45. Mike, 40.
Here's Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On play action, it's Brady. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Staying on his feet. Buying time to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. William Golston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive line. Love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Brady going to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is. One can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, Ryan Suckup now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on fourth turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On the ground, it's Evans. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Here we go. Louis! Strip that ball. Strip that ball. That's all right.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
To throw is Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Check 26, check 26. Under crunch. Check.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rush in. No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Evans. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54. All day, cut.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Switch.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check. Hot. Patchy. Tight dog.
Here's Henry. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The Buccaneer first down.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw, Brady. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Brady to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it. push. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm home. Shit, but it's split, we on check for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a shit, but it's split, we on check for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I have a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on check for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on check for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up trying to stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find you. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I work. Got a gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on check for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on check for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some range and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so good,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Sterling Buckwick there to kick off for the Falcons.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Touchdown. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Tannehill with the throw caught by Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 61 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. First down, it's Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
Gurley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
taken down at the 11-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Smith trying to run for it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this position.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Zacchaeus. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. Movement there on the offensive advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 7-yard line.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this time he is in. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And the lead is now 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll look downfield for Humphrey. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Devontae Casey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game, try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy and filled, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Brings up fourth down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Now he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Titans first down.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Another carry now for Gurley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Keeps himself upright, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now Tannehill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. These these are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's got Daly, the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Titans 12. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
took another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick me. One of they picking, snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So